Welcome to Differentiated Instruction, and welcome to my production studio. One of the reasons why this particular corner in my classroom is established as a production studio is that I want my students to prove to me that they have a greater knowledge and a deeper understanding of what they're learning rather than what they can do on a fill-in-the-blank or a multiple-choice quiz or exam. So, in order for them to show what they know, I'm expecting a deeper understanding, a more critical view at what they've learned, and the ability to present that in an effective way. For example, if I wanted them to show me what you know about multiplication, and the simple example was 5 times 4, on a piece of paper, they would write 20. 5 times 4 is 20, and that would be fine if I was testing for their fact fluency. However, if I want them to understand and truly tell me and demonstrate what they know in terms of multiplication, I'm going to give them a variety of tools. Some blocks, some two-colored discs, and many of them, when you see the videos that are going to be shown next, you will see that they are able to show you let's say the question was 5 times 4, and Mary had 5 pockets and 4 coins in each. How many coins does she have? They will show you different ways that they represented the number of groups, the size of the group, and then the product. When they get in front of their peers and they have to teach them what they know and explain their strategy, that becomes higher level thinking. That becomes a level of critical thinking, a level of presentation that you don't get when you simply give them a piece of paper and say, what's 5 times 4? In addition to that, when it comes to multiplication of this particular example, I want them to write their own problem. And I'm going to challenge them to write different types of problems. So, if Mary has 5 pockets and she ends up with 20 coins, how many did she have in each pocket? That becomes a different twist on the same problem I gave you. Let's take a look at reading, for example. If we're reading this book, I certainly could ask them to write a summary. I could ask them to answer fill-in-the-blank questions. I could ask them to answer all sorts of questions. But when I expect them to take the book and demonstrate what they know, then up here they become the teacher. The other students are going to listen with a critical ear because I'm expecting them to provide feedback on the quality of the presentation. And so maybe they're taking a marker and they're going to draw, as I do while I'm teaching. Well, here's a leaf, and the butterfly starts as an egg. And then they'll use diagrams and so forth that they can demonstrate what they've learned while they've read. I brought my drum. This I use in a multitude of different ways when I want them to show what they know. And you'll see a group of children who have written some poetry, and I wanted to get a certain beat in the poem, and they use this specifically to get that beat in, and you'll see it in the next video. Now, if I was going to be teaching sound, I'm certainly going to have a lot of different sorts of concrete things that they can make sounds with, different ways that sound will travel, and it's going to transform this book that they've read into some actual experimentation and demonstration of what sound really is. And so they're truly going to understand vibration if they feel it, touch it, and make it. That's what Show What You Know is all about, and that's why a production studio in your classroom will enable your students to truly demonstrate an in-depth knowledge of whatever it is that they've learned.
Had 3 cupcakes. Josh put 6 sprinkles on each. How many sprinkles do we need?
No, it does.
We are going to draw
all 3 cupcakes. 1, 2, 3. Now we are going to put 6 and 8s. We are going to count by 3s. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to count. This is 6. This is 12 if you add 6 plus 12. And this one's 18. And this is the answer because this is on the 3rd cupcake and how much equals on all. So 3 times 6 equals 18 is our answer.